Just doing it a little bit on the top of the shoulder area and scapula as well. People don't realise, but you hold a lot of stress in this area. So I'm just going to really massage. And this is going to be a mixture of smooth moves and some vigorous moves as well to get rid of that tension. I'm going to do a slight tug on your hair. Shouldn't be too vigorous, just enough to get the scalp moving, and surprisingly this is actually quite relaxing. And we're going to work on these pressure points, especially around your eyes, the eyebrows. So Melissa, I've got you all ready, seated and waiting for your lovely Indian head massage that we're going to do today. We're going to do that without any oils. And what I'd like to start with is just getting a feel for your hair. And then we're going to start with a little bit of centering and breathing before we go into the Indian head massage moves. Starting with the shoulders and a little bit on the neck and the back area first. Right, okay, so we're going to start off with what we call centering by doing some deep breathing, and we'll do this for 3 breaths. So if you can breathe in with me and then out for 3 times. So number 1. Number 2. And last one. That's lovely. And I can feel already that you really need this in your scalp and your shoulders. So we'll work well on that. Okay, so I'm just going to put your hair to one side so that I can focus on working, just introducing my hands to your shoulders and getting used to your body. Now obviously this is going to pull a little bit more than usual because we haven't got the oils on there. But I think a lot of clients, particularly if they're wanting to go out, or some of them just don't like oils, it's perfectly acceptable to work across these areas without oil. It's very much a client preference. Okay, so I'm just going to start releasing some of the tension that I can feel you've got in your shoulder area already. I'm going to try and get into this shoulder and back area as much as I possibly can, where the tension is sitting at the moment. And then what I'm going to try and do is get a little bit of friction going. just doing it a little bit on the top of the shoulder area and scapula as well. So just massaging that out just relieves some of the tension in that area. Just doing some moves on the back here. Just a little bit there. But I am going to focus on here where your tension's actually sitting at the moment. Hopefully this will actually help with any tension that you've got at the moment. I think a lot of this stems from the PC use, screen use at the moment, and it's just sitting there in your shoulders, and I can already feel it at the bottom of your neck here. Okay, so I'm just going to do some thumb rolls over those shoulders. This should be nice. Easing of that tension there. Then we'll just pull back the same way. It's almost like you're pushing the stress away with this move. Right. I'm just going to give your head a little bit of support there, just while I soothe out this area that I've been working on. And do the other side as well. Right, so now you're nicely relaxed, I'm just going to do a little bit of hacking over the back here, because really just to stimulate and get rid of any remaining tension in this. A little bit of hacking just helps. Just release that last bit of tension that's in there. And you'll notice that every time you do something that's stimulating, you then have to do something that's soothing. just a gentle effleurage there to finish off those shoulders. And I can already feel that some of that tension has lessened. Right, so we're going to move from the shoulder to the upper arms, and we're going to do the right upper arm first and just gently effleurage that. And it's amazing how much tension you actually do have in this. We're going to do a pick up and squeeze move. We're going to do the same on this side. That should really help to release tension in those. Right. It's really got rid of some of the stress in those areas. Right, and then what I'm going to do is just effleurage briefly down to the wrist area, and then just so that we can actually see this, what I'm going to get you to do is pop your hand upwards so that you can see me massaging this area here, where people don't realise, but you hold a lot of stress in this area. So I'm just going to really massage the arm, the palm area. I'm going to go back to a little bit of massage around that wrist area, but then I'm going to go in these spaces here in your fingers. When you go down, you can actually feel this, the little space there. You just want to massage down that, and a little bit on these fingers as well. Get rid of any stress that's lingering in your finger area. I think I'm going to do that again. A little bit of stress in your fingers there. If you pop that down, I'm just going to gently effleurage the whole arm there, just to finish that off. Then I'm going to move to the other side. Okay. Okay, let's try and do something similar this side. Just massage that palm out. And then again, a little move. Just massage any stress you've got in the finger or thumb. Not so bad on this side. Pop that down. I'm just going to affleurage over that. Right, that's the arms completed now, and I'm just going to loosen up the neck area here very briefly and then move on into the scalp area. Okay, so moving on into the scalp area here. So we're going to do a little bit of heel rubbing around the ear here. And this is going to be a mixture of smooth moves and some vigorous moves as well to get rid of that tension. Do this on the other side as well. It just really gets the scalp loosened up, gets that blood moving. Right, I'm going to do a slight tug on your hair. Shouldn't be too vigorous, just enough to get the scalp moving, and surprisingly this is actually quite relaxing. Even though you think hair pulling is associated with pain, actually if it's done correctly and you don't do it too vigorously, it just releases the tightness in the scalp area. Do a bit more at the front here so we can see that. Right, then I'm going to do something slightly less vigorous, which is this piano tapping move. I really like. Some people refer to it as raindrops falling on your head. It's just like a nice gentle move after that vigorous one we've just done. And then what I'm going to do is really look at the pressure points along the ear and around the ear, just to release those. And This area is quite sensitive, so don't dig in. It's not advised. You need to work out the pressure that's right for your client. I think we've got it just right now. And with some clients, you might want to stay there a little bit longer. Okay. Just relax, that's it. Pop your head back to me, yeah. That just takes the pressure off the neck. Do a few more moves around here. Still a little bit of tension left in there. Right, what we're going to do now is move onto the face. So we're just going to do some effleurage moves. Just to introduce my hands to your face. Then we're going to work on these pressure points, especially around your eyes, the eyebrows. Into the hairline here. Ooh, that tension's melting there, you can feel it. Going to put a little bit of tension on here, a little bit of stress under this bone here. Just going to repeat that again. Should really help to release this tension around your eyes here. Release a little bit of tension around your jawline here. And I'm going to go back. If you stay relaxed there, I'm just going to finish off with a few of these ear moves again. Last effleurage around the face here. Right, and then we're back to where we started with the shoulders, and we're going to do our 3 deep breaths. Okay, number 1. 2, 3,